Hey guys, and welcome back to Bookhaven with me, Kim. Today I'll be doing a mini haul because I got a little order from Book Outlet and I just could not wait to share it with you, so stick around. First, I will be showing you a book that I am so excited to have found. I've never seen anything like it before, and I'm really curious if anyone else out there has it or has found similar things. And that would be Above the Timberline by Gregory Manchess. Now, this is a huge book, massive. It's like one of those tabletop books. And it's basically a fantasy story, but done with paintings and beautiful art. I'll read you a little bit about it. It says, a city buried under the ice, an obsessed explorer lost in the frozen waste, a son searching for his father alone above the timberline. Galen Singleton, the most renowned explorer of the Polaris Geographic Society, is lost in the frozen waste. His estranged son, Wes, is determined to find his father after receiving an encrypted note 6 months after Galen was last heard from, when his airship, Indomitable, was lost. But there are others who care only about what Galen, or Wes, if he finds his father, has discovered, and they will take any action necessary to ensure Galen and Wes don't escape the waste alive. Exquisitely illustrated and told in more than 120 paintings, acclaimed artist Gregory Manchess has created an epic widescreen adventure that will captivate readers in this future age of exploration set against an ice age that has lasted for more than 1,500 years. Whew, this is getting heavy. But I haven't read any of it yet. I'm just more sort of drawn in and enchanted by the art because it's absolutely beautiful. I'll show you a couple different pages and some of the variation you get with writing. Let's see. Here we go. So you get the little blurb of writing here, and some pages have more, some pages have less. And then you've got these beautiful, beautiful paintings. The writing is a little bit small, so if you're someone who has difficulty reading, you might need a magnifying glass or something to read the story. But the artwork is just out of this world. I've never read a story other than graphic novels. I've never read something like this. This is one of the pages with more writing on it. Here we go. I don't know when I'll get to this, but I was just jumping, bouncing off walls when I got this. It's a fairly expensive book. I think it's almost $40, but I found it on Book Outlet for a lot less. Yes, that is Above the Timberline. Then I have The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. Now, I've read one other book by this author before. I got it in a book box subscription, which I'll be talking about in another video. But I really liked her style of writing and the content. I think I borrowed this book from my mom quite a while ago and got through maybe 100 pages and was in love with the story, but she had to take the book back. So I was very excited when I saw this pop up. I'll read you a little bit about the story. With courage, grace, and powerful insight, best-selling author Kristen Hanna captures the epic panorama of World War II and illuminates an intimate part of history seldom seen, the Women's War. The Nightingale tells the stories of two sisters, separated by years and experience, by ideals, passion, and circumstance, each embarking on her own dangerous path towards survival, love, and freedom in German-occupied, war-torn France. A heartbreakingly beautiful novel that celebrates the resilience of the human spirit and the durability of women. It's a novel for everyone, a novel for a lifetime. Very, very, very happy that I have this now and I can delve into it sometime soon, hopefully. Then I have The Lost City of Z by David Grann. This is the book that I had years and years and years ago, and I had to unhaul when we moved abroad and I was condensing my book collection. So when I saw this pop up for a deal, I was really excited to buy it again because I didn't actually get to reading it the first time I bought it. And I believe this has been turned into a movie by now. I'll read you a little bit about it. In 1925, the legendary British explorer Percy Fawcett ventured into the Amazon jungle in search of a fabled civilization located deep in the deadly wilderness. He never returned. In his masterpiece of narrative nonfiction, journalist David Grann tells the epic story of Fawcett's quest for this lost city of Z, as he unravels the greatest exploration mystery of the 20th century. We'll see how that goes, if it will stand up to my other nonfiction novels about explorers. And again, that's The Lost City of Z. So last but not least, I've got a middle grade selection, and that's The Explorer by Catherine Rundell. I believe this is a book about some kids. They're in a plane going over the Amazon jungle and it crashes. And one of the main characters has wanted to be an explorer his entire life, and this becomes his opportunity, more or less. Don't know much about it other than that, but you know how I love my expedition and explorers books, so I think it'll be fun to try it in a middle grade book. That's all for today. If you've read any of these books, especially the first one with the crazy art, I'd love to hear from you. Definitely like and subscribe if you're interested in anything that I've talked about today, and I hope to see you again soon. Until then.